So I'm just going to put you onto record and I'm going to put you onto mute. So there's no ankle weights needed, nothing's needed, all right? It's recording. Oh, that's got to be good after this week. God, what a week of it. All right, so I'm going to make my way onto my mat and you're going to do the same. And we're going to sort of start in sitting, all right? So we're going to start with your knees out nice and wide. And we're just going to take a little rocks from side to side, all right? And we're just going to really focus on how everything feels this evening. So what I want you to do, and it's a bit of a weird thing to say, I want you to kind of lift your bum cheeks out the way, all right? Lift your bum cheeks. And then you're going to land with your bum cheeks down and just really start to focus on keeping nice and still, all right? So tuck your chin down towards your chest. And I want you to start to begin to think about your neck, okay? So the chin's going to draw down and the shoulders are going to drop down away from your ears. And you're just going to check in with the neck, with the shoulders. And we're going to start to focus on what everything's feeling like. So think about your neck. Maybe take your head side to side. Maybe push the shoulders down and then lift them back up again a couple of times. So what can you feel in your neck and your upper back? Good, and then maybe take it to the side a little bit, take your head down towards the left side, come back to the centre, and then take it down towards the right side. Good, and then come back to the centre, and then take your hands a little bit further down to the ground in front, and we're just going to walk the hands forwards, okay? So you don't have to get your elbows down, we're just going to take yourself down towards the floor, so use your hands to kind of walk forwards. And check in with that back and the hips. And I want you to focus on which one of your hips may be a little bit tighter than the other. Good, now you're going to walk the hands halfway back in and you are going to walk round to your left leg, all right? And you're going to square your hands either side of your left knee. And you're going to start to draw that face down towards that left knee and check in to see what that right hip feels like and what that right glute feels like. So try and keep space in your neck so you're not scrunching it all up. And start to get in touch with your breathing here. So inhaling and exhaling. Just slow your breath down. Good. Come back to the centre and then just walk the hands out to the right hand side. You're going to frame that right knee. And again, you're going to take a nice big deep breath in. And you're going to exhale and draw your face down towards that right knee here. And again, what does it feel like? Is it tighter this side? Less tight? Just checking in with all these little bits. So try to keep your left glutes down as you lean over to that right leg. Good. And then you're going to come back to the centre. And then you are going to see if you can get your elbows down. Now, if you can't get your elbows down, like nobody cares. You might care, nobody else does, all right? So just try and get it nice and low. If you need to rest on your hands, that's what you're doing, otherwise your elbows are going to be down. All right, so I want you to start to sweep the left arm up. Now, the first time we do this, it's going to be a little bit pathetic. So I want you to keep that right elbow down as low as possible and lift this left arm up. Good, and then we're going to replace it down. You're going to change sides, sweep the right arm up. So the idea is to keep the elbow on the floor or the hand as low as possible and back down again. And we're going to keep switching sides here, yeah? And you're going to find out which side's tighter and what does it feel like. So you're going to exhale as you lift that arm up and you're going to inhale as you lower it back down. Good, and exhale as you lift it up and inhale as you lower it down. So we're starting to get a little bit more kind of movement into this thoracic bit, okay? And this is really going to free off around your rib cage, good, and around your diaphragm, around your middle back as well. And each time you lift this arm up, you might find it goes a little tiny bit higher. And we're not rushing anything, all right? There's no rush. You're just finding what you can get to each time. So you're getting a nice big stretch through these hips as well here. Trying to just kind of distract you on the old hips. Good, last two then. Good, and back down again, and then last one, sweep it up. Good, and back down again. So I want you to walk your hands all the way back towards you. I'm just going to turn around so you can see. And I want you to walk your hands all the way round to the back here. Good, and we're going to roll the shoulders around backwards. Yeah, so you're going to push them forwards, lift them up, and squeeze them back. Good, and again, push them forwards, lift them up, and squeeze them back. Now on this one, I want you to exaggerate it. So we're going to bring the arms out in front, so forwards, lift them up to your ears, and then open your chest out behind. Good, again, so this is thoracic bit again, but working it in the other way. So this is the upper and the middle back. So forwards, really round off the spine, bring the arms back towards you, lift the shoulders up, and then take the arms out behind you and kind of squeeze that chest through. One more time, so we're going to go forwards. Good, squeeze it, and take it back. On this one, just land your hands behind you. Good. Alright, so I want you to walk the hands back a little bit, so you're leaning on your hands. Now I've still got my hands kind of like this, so not flat. And all I'm going to start doing is squeezing my bum cheeks. Now when you squeeze your bum cheeks, your hips will lift just a little bit and back down again. Yeah, I know, it's disgusting the first one is. Big deep breath. So squeeze your bum cheeks, lift your hips a little bit higher. Good, and back down again. Really nice. Again, inhaling and exhaling, so pushing. So you're kind of not thinking about pushing the hips up, you're thinking about squeezing the glutes, yeah? Good, do it again. Squeeze your bum cheeks, the hips should lift up. And back down again. I'm not saying everything you do tonight is going to be nice. Squeeze it up. Good, and back down again. One more. So you're going to squeeze it up, you're going to hold this one. Can you squeeze your bum even more? Push out forwards a little bit. Get into those inside thighs. You should feel a little stretch in your quads to hip flexors. Good, and then release it off. Good, so we're going to uncurl our legs for the first time. Take them about the distance, the width of your mat. Put your hands behind you flat and drop your right knee down. Leave your left knee up, so it'll look like this. So you've got one left knee up, one right knee down. All right, I want you to draw that left knee towards that right knee. I know, horrible. So the right knee's down and the left knee's drawing across. Got it? Lift the right leg up. Put the left knee down, squash it into the floor, and then pull the right knee back towards it. Good, lift it up, take the right knee down, left knee over. Good, and change it over. So you're kind of drawing through these hips. Good, now work with me. Put the right knee down, put the left knee down. All right, I want you to walk the hands all the way around. You're going to bring your hands in front of your left knee here. And I just want you to check what's happened to your legs. So, this ankle's sticking out from your knee, your hip and your knee are lined up, your knee and your hip here, and then look at where this foot is. It's not in tight, it's out, yeah? So it's lined up down from this knee. Put your hands down onto the ground and lower your face down towards the floor. So it's all mobility and stretching, all right? It's not a lot of Pilates, it's just a lot of stretching. All right, when you straighten your arms, lift your foot up off the floor. Good, now bend your arms, get your nose down. When you straighten your arms, lift your foot up. Good, down, straighten, lift. Now I want you to inhale here, exhale down, face goes down. Inhale, lift the foot up, straighten the arms, and just going to keep moving through that position. So you should be getting a stretch in your left hip and your left glute, and your right hip, mobility. Good, well done. One more then. Good, and lift it up. Really nice. Now, all I want you to do now is lift your right knee up and then your right foot. And as you're doing this, and as you're sending messages to your knee and your foot, you're going to move your hands onto your left knee and you're going to keep doing it. Yes, yes. Good, and now you're going to take your hands, hopefully, away, and you're going to keep doing it. And you're going to try and get rid of this movement, all right? So you're going to try and really focus the work into that hip. All we've done is squish the angles up, all right? Last 3. Good, well done, last 2. Good, well done, last 1. Nice. Okay, hands behind you. Turn your chest forwards. Leave your legs where they are. Now lift them all up and put them down the other way. Now come back to the centre and rock and roll round, but wide. They're really wide. You haven't moved your feet. You're just rocking through these knees. Good, well done. And again, really wide. Good. So really push. Right, on the next one, you are going to stay this side. Listen, squeeze that glute. So that's my left glute pushing, my left hip forwards. Now, I want you to really plant the left palm down as you're doing it. Now, as you squeeze that left glute and as you push your palm down, you should get a stretch through the front shoulder on your left shoulder as well. Yeah, have you got it? Hold it. Breathe. So your left glute switched on, your left hand's pressing down, and the front of your left shoulder stretching out. Well, not now. Good, come back to the centre, flip it over. So we're going to land, yeah, we're going to squeeze the right glute. That's the first thing, squeeze it. Now plant your right palm down, push. And as you push, push the chest forwards. Keep that glute really tight, like really tight, really stretch through that hip flexor and into that right shoulder. 3, 2, 1, come back. Now flip your legs all the way around to the other side. Okay, check your alignments out. So, knee, ankle, line it up. So it's not looking like this, it's looking like this, yeah? Now turn your upper body and put your hands on the ground in front, lower your face down towards the ground. Hold it here. Slow your breath down. Good. All right, so I want you to inhale. When you exhale, straighten the arms and lift the left foot up. Got it? Now bend your arms nose to the floor. Exhaling, straighten the arms, lift the left foot up. So we're going to go down, nose to floor, and straighten and lift the foot. Good, 2 more. Exhaling. Good. Breathe. Well done. Last one there, all the way down. Good. Lift the foot up. Leave your arms straight and then just move between this knee and this foot. Knee and then foot. Yeah, so really focus. Send the messages now because we're going to take the hands away, aren't we? Good. Put them on the knee. Keep going. Good. Well done. So really try and focus on it, yeah? Don't think about anything else, otherwise you won't be able to do it. Now see if you do it. Take your hands away. Is it better than the other side or worse? Is it possible? Good. Well done. 3. Keep moving. 2. Good, and 1. Really nice. Leave the right leg where it is. Slide the left leg round. Take the soles of your feet together. I've got a big diamond shape here. So I'm going to make it even bigger. Yeah, the soles of the feet are together. Lift your bum cheeks out of the way. Take a really big deep breath in as you lift up. Exhale, you're going to hinge forward. Forward fold over your feet. Take your forehead towards the back of your heels and hold it. It's a big old triangle shape, diamond. So we're going to inhale, it's going to lift the rib cage up a bit. The exhale is going to draw your forehead down towards the heels. The inhale is going to lift the rib cage up, give it a wiggle. And the exhale is going to draw down. Really good. Last one then, so lift it up. Think about the rib cage getting further away as you take it all the way down. On this one, we're going to hold it. If you can, you're going to slide your forearms underneath your shins. You're going to hold your feet. If you can't do that, don't stress, it doesn't matter, all right? So just have a little wiggle, big deep breath in, and then draw down and hold it. So things for you to think about, what can you feel? So hopefully lower back, hips, middle back, inside thighs, space in your neck, slow your breath down, 5 seconds. Can you get any more? Get a little bit lower. Good, 3, 2, 1, and then come all the way back up and out. Slide the arms back out, and then you're going to bring these feet a little bit closer in, yeah? Same position, but a little bit closer. You've tightened the ankles up. Always tightening ankles, finding a little bit extra space. All right, so hands on the ankles, rock side to side. Massage your bum into the ground. Hopefully you've got a nice soft mat. Good, then land with the pressure equal. Big deep breath in, pull the rib cage through the arms here. So you're lifting the spine up, and then you're going to press the elbows out, and we're going to keep the back straight. So what I don't want you to have done is this, lift it up, and then go, oh yeah, she said lean forwards. Yeah, I didn't say that. So lift up, pull on your ankles, keep the back straight, and then push the elbows out. If you can see, hopefully my back is reasonably straight, so you haven't let it collapse, okay? So you're really pushing your glutes down and pushing the elbows out. I want you to imagine the top of your head lifting up towards the ceiling, but you're pulling hard with your arms and pushing your knees out. You cannot break your body. Yeah, you can't break it, all right? So you're going to push out as much as you can, really press, keep that lovely length in your spine. Now, if you've done it enough, your little feet will open up like a little book, all right? So your little feet will open up. Don't stress about that, but that's kind of a byproduct of that press. So continually press for as hard as you can for the next 10 seconds. Inhale and exhale. On your exhale, give it a little extra. Give it a little extra. Hold it. Breathe. 5. Keep pushing. 4, 3. Keep pushing. 2. Bit more. 1 more. And release it. Use your hands to fold your poor legs up. Good. They're nice and close together. We're going to windscreen wipe them out with your legs together. Rocking through the back of your pelvis. Super glue your legs together. Rocking through the back of your bum and your back of your pelvis, like a little massage through your glutes. Really good. Alright, so from that position, I want you to come up into a balanced position. So we're going to lift the feet up here, alright? We're going to try and get a nice balance. So at the moment, you can hold the backs of your thighs. We're going to really engage your core, which will C-shape your spine. Can you see the difference? Back straight, engage, C-shapes. Really changes this bottom bit. We're going to start rolling through the spine. Yeah, you're going to keep the distance between the knees and the chest the same all the time. We're not using momentum at all. If you start to use momentum, you won't need to use your core. Alright, so a little bit of a switch on for the core. And if you can, keep doing this and maybe take the hands away, but keep that core engagement. Keep the distance between your knees and your chest the same. We're going to do it 2 more times. We're going to do it 1 more time. And then you're going to land your feet, you're going to C-shape and you're going to roll the spine all the way back down for 10, 9, 8. So really planting each vertebrae 1 by 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and release. Hug both knees in towards your chest and use your arms and your hands to move your knees around. Yeah, so we're using our own arms and legs to get a massage into the floor. You could move them independently, you could move them together, you could rock, you could roll, you could do whatever you want to do, as long as you get a nice back release. Good. Alright, so from that position, put your feet on the ground. Alright, so tummy muscles in nice and tight, start to engage. Tuck your tailbone under, so lift up first bit your tailbone off the floor, glutes are on. Rolling all the way up into a shoulder bridge, lift it up and then roll the spine all the way back down again. Arch your back away from the ground, you've got a space here now. Squeeze that core in, tuck under, roll back up into the air again. Roll the spine back down and arch away. Close your eyes. I want every single one of your vertebrae to lift up and then to lower down. And when you've lowered it down, I want you to arch your lower back away from the ground. Yeah, so you're really getting into some spine mobility. Pushing down with the feet, arching, and then lowering back and lifting the tailbone first. Good, well done. And again, 1 more. Squeeze it. Really nice. Okay, so we're going to lift the heels up. We're going to have a nice big stretch up through those hip flexors. So the higher you lift, the more you're going to get a stretch through the hips. So when we're in a ski slope position, you are literally knees down to chest, straight line. When you lift your heels up, watch this. When you lift your heels up, really press up into it so you get a stretch to the front of your hips. Now put your heels down. 2 more. Lift your heels up, push up really high. You can use your arms to help you and lower back down. 1 more. So you're going to lift the heels up, push it up, really stretch, arch the spine for 3, 2, 1. Heels down and now roll the spine down, vertebrae on vertebrae down. Good, hug the knees back in towards the chest this time. Lift the head up to meet the knees, put the hands on the bottom of the feet and pull in tight as you can. So you need a little space between your knees, you've got your face in between your knees. Okay, feet are going to go down. And I'm going to do some arms out into cactus and we're going to do some gentle windscreen wiper legs. We're going to gently take the legs down to one side and then take them down to the other. So windscreen wiper the legs, okay? So lift the one foot up, put it on the leg that's flopping down, and then do the same on the other side. So you're stacking the legs as they go down, and your arms are out at shoulder height. Super glue the shoulder blades to the floor. Good. The next time your legs are down to the left-hand side, I want you to stay there. Good. You're going to now flip onto your left-hand side. You're going to extend the bottom leg. Extend the bottom leg. Lift your head up onto your hand, grab hold of your right foot and come into a side quad stretch. Alright, so things for you to think about. I want you to grab hold of the foot. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to squeeze your heel so it touches your glute. And I just want you to hold it. So we're not doing anything else apart from squeezing it in. Make sure that your knee isn't in front of you. So if you look down, your knee is in a direct line from where your hip is. Yeah, so at the moment, you're squidging it. You're pulling it with your arm. All right, listen, take a big deep breath. When you exhale, push your foot into your hands. So you're pushing your heel away now, away from your glute. Hold it. So you're now really going to focus on pushing your foot into your hands. Good. Now take a big deep breath in. When you exhale, do the opposite. Pull it. Inhale to prepare. When you exhale, push it. When you inhale, pull it. Got it? When you exhale, push it. When you inhale, pull it. Squash it. Exhale, push it. 2 more. Pull it. Push it. So when we stretch, we use braces all the time. This is a brace, okay? Exhale, push it. Good, well done. Now you're going to rest this leg over the top of the other one, and you're going to have a nice little breather, and you're going to hold it there. There's somebody trying to get in. Oh, Sadie gone back out and in. All right, okay, so we're going to lie on that side there. You're on that head and hands, and you've just got that right leg over the top. I'm just going to release it off. Really good. Okay, so from that position, slide that right leg out, flip yourself onto your front, take your hands on the floor in front of you. Now take your feet about the same distance apart as your mat. At the moment, I want your hands quite far away in front of you. I want you to take a big deep breath. Your glutes are going to switch on. Exhale, you're going to press into the floor and straighten the arms up. Yeah, at the moment, you're a long way away from the front of your body. Lower it back down. Do it one more time like that. Exhaling, press it up. Make sure the shoulders are pressed down. Good, well done. This time, move your hands an inch further back towards you. Inhale. Glutes on, guys. Exhale. Push it up. Make sure the shoulders are down. Good, and lower down. One more like that. Press it up. Straighten the arms. Good, and back down again. Now move your hands 1 inch further back. Take a big deep breath. When you exhale, up you come. Squeeze your bum cheeks, leave your hips down, lower. So if you get to the point where you can't straighten your arms, then obviously you don't keep moving your hands back. But if you can, move them back one more time. Exhaling, push it up. Good, and back down again. So again, we're just tightening the angles up. Squeeze your glutes, press your hands down. Good, one more step back if you can, or you're just remaining in the same place but you're still lifting. Good, well done. Last time, up you come, I want you to hold it. Okay, your arms are going to be straight, you're pressing down with the hands. Watch my shoulders, not here, press them down, yeah? Now gaze up, keep the glutes tight. Hold it, breathe. 3, 2, 1, and then lower all the way down. Bring your legs together, shift the weight backwards. Inhale's going to shift the weight. The exhale, you're going to pull back into a shoulder stretch. Hands are out in front of you. Arms are straight. Spread your fingers up and press down into the floor. Have a little bit of movement if you wish, from side to side while you settle. But really pressing with the heels of the hands, the thumbs, the base of the fingers, the fingertips, the palms, everything's pressing down and pulling back. Good, hold it. 3, 2, 1, and then slide all the way back into a child's position. Resting your arms wherever your arms feel like they need to rest. Again, if you need a little bit of movement, that's where you have a little bit of movement. So just rocking and rolling around if you need to. Good. All right, so we need to slide back onto your front again. Take yourself all the way down. And then this time, we're going to flip ourselves onto the other side, okay? So this time you're going to bend into your left leg. So support your head with your hands and grab hold of your left foot. Got it? So we're going to pull this foot in towards your glute. Pull it in. Good, breathe. So just at the moment, you're squashing that heel into that glute. Got it? Make sure your knee is not in front of your hip. Now take a big deep breath in. When you exhale, push your foot into your hand. So can you see my foot's farther away now? Good. Now pull it in on the inhale. and push it into your hand on the exhale. Inhale, squeeze it in. Exhale, push it out. We're just getting into this middle part of your quad muscle. Inhale, squeeze it. Exhale, push it. Good. 2 more. Squeeze it and push it. Last one then. Squeeze it tight. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Big deep breath in. Exhale, push it for 3, 2, 1 and release. Take this knee right over the top. Have a little moment of release there. Good. And then you're going to flip yourself onto your back again. Flip yourself onto your back. Alright, so arms around to shoulder height. We're going to windscreen wipe the legs out again. Alright, so just take your knees from side to side again. A lot of hip mobility, a lot of thoracic twisting, all the things we don't ever do really on our own. Good. And then again, you're going to bring the knees back to the centre, lift your head up to meet your knees and do a really tight little ball shape. Okay, so you're going to lower your upper body down, you're going to hug your right knee in. Your left leg is going to extend all the way down to the floor. Close your eyes, hold the knee and move your knee. Move your knee around. I want you to get into your hip. It might be pinching. It's okay, alright? It's just a stretch. So we're really going to focus on what it's feeling like in the different places. You'll have a bit in your hip, which is okay. You'll have a bit where you think, oh yeah, that's the bit. Can you stay on that bit and have a little bit of a wiggle around in that little area? Yeah? Just kind of move it through it, tiny little movements, trying to release it off. At the moment, your arms are moving your leg. Okay, good. Now, you're going to bring that right knee right out to your armpit now. You're going to squeeze it. I want you to shift the left leg 2 inches to the left. Point your left toes and pull that right knee in as tight as possible. Good. Now really straighten the left leg down. So you're getting hip flexor stretch on the left leg, hip release on the right leg. Good. Come back to the centre, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Okay, so we are all different. Some of you will have a straight leg, some of you will not be able to straighten your leg. As long as you can feel a hamstring stretch, that's this bit here, you're going to hold this leg up. So all I want you to do is tuck your chin down. You're going to pull the toes down towards your face. Yes, it's horrible. Point your toes up to the ceiling. Exhaling, pull your toes down. Inhaling, point them. Exhale, pull them. Inhale, point them. Exhale, pull them. Inhale, point them. Exhale, pull. Inhale, point. Now keep your feet pointed. Alright, we'll take a big deep breath. You're going to move your hands up your leg a little bit and you're going to pull this leg back towards you. But at the moment, your foot is pointed. Toes pointed. Yeah, tuck your chin down. Hold that for 10 seconds. 9, 8. Slow your breath down. See what you can get out of that leg. 7, 6. Keep the left leg down. The right leg up. 3, 2. Now listen, you've got your foot pointed. Inhale. Promise me you're not going to move your leg. Exhale. Just flex your foot. Flex it. Really hold it. 10, 9, 8. Keep going. 7. Keep going. Flex it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now point your toes again. Good. Now move your right leg to the right 2 inches. Now flex your foot again. 3, 2, 1. Release it. Bring it back to the centre. You know where it's going. It's going over to the left 2 inches. Big deep breath. Flex your foot again. I know, horrible. 3, 2, 1. Back to the centre. And then release this leg down. Give it a wiggle. Move it around. Get a little bit of blood flow around that hip. Then just bend it, straighten it, quite quick, up and down. Force that blood flow through. Really nice. Okay, extend that right leg down. So this time you're going to hug the left knee in towards the chest. Really tight. Again, check it out. Move it side to side. Get into the nooks and crannies. Focus on the bits that you don't want to focus on. The bits that if you were on your own, you wouldn't concentrate on them. So I'm asking you to get into those bits where it's not particularly very nice. Have a little wiggle around. Good, well done. Now take it out towards the left armpit, as far up and out as it will go. Shift the right leg over to the right, point your toes. Really get into that left hip. Really nice, guys. Keep breathing. Good, bring it back to the centre, inhale, exhale, left leg's going to go up and we're going to hold it and you're going to focus on what that left leg feels like. Is it as tight as the right? At the moment your toes are pointed, flex your foot, point your toes, flex your foot, point your toes, flex your foot. Nobody thinks flexing your foot is nice, okay? It's horrible, alright? But just really make it do it. Flex it, pull it. Imagine you're just literally pulling an elastic band, alright? 2 more. Good. Alright, now point your toes, take an inhale. When you exhale, slide the hands up your leg a little bit more and hold it. Your legs pointed, toes are pointed, right leg's down. Tuck your chin down. Big deep breath. Exhale, flex your foot, hold it 10 seconds. Really try and push that kneecap away from you. Hold it, tuck the chin down so the whole back chain of your body is stretching from your heel, your Achilles, into your calf, into the back of your knee, into your hamstring, into your glute and into your lower back. 3, 2, 1, relax. Move it out to the left hand side, just a little bit, point your toes, inhale, exhale, flex your foot. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, centre. Move it over to the ouchie right bit. Big deep breath, inhale, exhale, flex your foot. Keep that left hip down there, left hip down. 3, 2, 1, and centre, and then release it off. Give it a wiggle about and release off. Really nice. Okay, hug your knees back in towards your chest, really tight. Last little bit, can you please do me 3 rocks up to sitting? 1, good, up for 2, and up for 3 on this one. Cross your legs, flip over the top of your knees, and bring yourself down to a box position. Alright, so all I want you to do is drop the hips nice and low. Imagine you've got a tail and you're going to wag your tail. A lot of hip movement from side to side. Literally push your bum out, push it out, push it out. Alright, so I want you to slide the left leg out behind you. Rock into your Achilles and into your calf. Forwards and backwards through, get into that heel. Good, well done. Alright, you're now going to lift that left leg up and you're going to put your left leg as far over to the right hand side as possible. I mean like really far. Make sure your weight's still through both hands here. All I want you to do is look over your right shoulder and look at your left foot. You should be getting a big stretch all the way down from the shoulder to the hip, all the way down to the outside of the knee, into that foot. 3, 2, 1, bring your left leg back. Good. Now bring your left knee in between your hands. Extend the right leg out, sit on your heel, walk your hands back up onto your fingertips, lift the face up and hold. Make sure you're not leaning over to the right hand side. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathe. Push the shoulders down. Try and inch the right toes a little bit further away. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. And hold it for 1. Good. Put your hands down. Tuck your back toes. Lift that back knee up. And see if you can lift that left leg up into a high plank. And just pedal your legs out a couple of times. Pedal them. Good. Alright, so we're going to land the knees down. We're going to slide the right leg out. Slide the right leg out. Again, we're going to rock into this Achilles, into this calf and into this heel. So just rocking forwards and backwards. Make sure your core is nice and tight. So a bit of ankle stretch into calf stretch. Good, then lift this right leg up and then take it as far over. When you think you've got it as far over, go a little bit further. Got it? Now look over that left shoulder. Look towards that that right foot. Really focus. Keep the weight pressing down to the right hand and the left hand. Really big stretch through the side of your body. Good, well done. For 3, 2, 1, and then come all the way back. Slide the right knee in between the hands, extend the left leg out. So we're not in pigeon, not expecting you to sit in pigeon, all right? That's a different stretch. This is really getting into your hip flexor. So hands on the floor, lift the face up, push the shoulders down, and lift the chin up to the ceiling. Really want you to try and press the left leg down. The more you can press the left leg down, the more you can lift the chest up, the better the stretch. You should feel it come up from your front foot into your knee to your hip, Get your hip to your ribs to your chin. 3, 2, 1, and release. Last couple of stretches, hands down, tuck your back toes, lift it up, push back into high plank, pedal your legs out. Good, alright, I want you to get this left foot up by the side of your left hand. If you have to hoik it, hoik it. Rocking forwards, backwards into this hip, really nice. Alright, so we're going to place the back knee down. You're going to come onto the outside edge of your front foot, that's your left foot. So onto the outside edge, let that knee drop out. You're going to get your left hand and you're going to place it on the inside of your left knee. Try and straighten through the arm and look over the shoulder and hold it. Breathe. Really nice. 3, 2, 1, and then come back. So you're going to heel-toe your foot into the centre of your hands here, and then you're going to slowly use your core, use a press down with the knee and the foot and come all the way up. Interlock your hands behind the base of your spine. Send your knuckles down, straighten your arms, big deep breath. Pop the chest forwards, and then lean forwards. Good, now lift your face up. As you lift the arms up, keep pressing through that right hip. 10 seconds, breathe. Slow your breath down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release it all off. Put your hands back down, tuck the back toes, send the left leg back out, pedal your legs out, pedal them out. One at a time. Keep going, pedal, pedal, pedal. Good, and then you're going to hoik your right foot up by your right hand. 2, 1, hoik it. Good, have a little rock into this hip. Good. Come on to the outside edge of your right foot. You can put the back knee down if you need any little bit of assistance. Right hand's going to come on the inside of the right knee and you're going to press out and look over your shoulder and you're going to hold it. So if you need to put the back knee down, that's absolutely fine. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, centre it. Now heel toe that foot in, put that back knee down, big press up through those legs, interlock your hands behind you, send the knuckles down. This time try and close the palms up, yeah, so you haven't got your hands separated, your wrists are together. Now push down, now lift up, and now lean forwards. Now lift your face up, breathe, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Place the hands back down, slide the right leg out, put your knees down, go big toes together, knees as wide as the mat. Inhale and exhale, pull all the way back. Take the arms out nice and stretched. In front of you, take your face and chest as low as possible, sinking through the shoulders, sinking into the hips. Inhaling and exhaling, settling your body down into your hip release. What can you feel? Which hip's tighter? Which shoulder feels tighter? Try and really focus. Get a little bit more. Press down a bit more. Pull back a little bit more. Get your bum back onto your heels a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands all the way back. Bring your knees together. Flip yourself. Bum goes down. Legs go out nice and straight. Lower yourself all the way down onto the ground. Knee hugs in and just massage that spine into the floor. Good. And then you're going to take your legs down with your feet together and your knees out wide. As you take the arms over the head, hold the opposite elbows and close your eyes down. I want you to inhale and exhale slowly, absorbing all that positive energy that you've created around your joints and your muscles. As you focus on slowing your breath down, on settling your mind down from your busy day, on no longer thinking about what your body's doing or what it's feeling like, but it's now just resting. You might want to loosen the grip on the elbows, You might want to slide the legs out and turn the feet towards the corners of the room. You might want to bring the arms down and turn the palms up. And I want you to close your eyes down. As you feel your body start to begin to release, from all the tension, the pressing and the pushing that we've been doing, I just want you to note any minute differences in your body now. You will feel warmer, you'll feel stretched. Your body should be in a resting state now after you've stretched it. Inhaling in slowly and exhaling out slowly. I want you to take one final long, slow, deep breath in. So we're going to inhale for as long as you possibly can. I want you to open your mouth and I want you to exhale with a sigh. One more time, so inhale and exhale. Starting to wiggle the fingers and the toes, circling the wrists and the ankles, drawing the knees back up, placing the feet flat on the floor. And then drawing the knees up in towards the chest. Basket grip your hands over the tops of your knees and rock your knees out side to side. Take your right hand overhead and lean onto your right hand side, placing your head down onto your arm. Relax. Pushing down with the left hand to pull yourself all the way back up into sitting as you finish how we started with your legs crossed. And I want you to rest your head down, tuck your chin down. Feeling that last little stretch through the neck, the shoulders. As you bow your head, I want you to think about being grateful for the body that you've got and for being able to move it how you want to be able to move it. As you lift the head up, I want you to circle the shoulders round. You're going to rock onto the knees, uncross the feet, tuck yourself back into a little crouch position as tight as you can, bringing your face down towards the knees. Hands are going to go onto the floor, press the heels down, straighten the legs, pedal the legs out a couple of times. Good, now bend your knees, engage the core and roll the spine slowly back up. Tuck your chin tight, head up last and roll it out at the top. Really nice work guys, well done. Thank you very much for joining me.